There are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's tackled at the...
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Mostert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Flacco's throw there complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, these two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly again, it's probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Down at their own 16-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And down he'll go at the 25.
Complete.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A first carry now for Thompson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And open, it's Goodwin. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Goodwin.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get 7. On that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Now Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, Let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 17-yard line.
They run it with Carson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, it's Carson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
At the 8-yard line.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On third down, Carson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Seahawks.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Seahawks are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations, because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added a third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On third down, here comes Mostert.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First down, 49ers.
Bootleg, Flacco.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. This is Mostert. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Flacco. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1.
And it's third.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
For San Francisco.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Flacco looks to throw.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A quick toss outright, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Niners 14, Seahawks 10.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead.
Myers for the extra point.
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Flacco completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll find Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. From the gun, Wilson. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Play action. Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So a gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
And teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments. You often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
On first down, it's Carson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson flush to his right. He'll run it, and he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now it's Carson. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. This is Mostert, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Flacco from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, you're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make this a 9-point lead. 23. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He was brought down.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Passing play, Flacco. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Shut him down! Shut him down! Let's do this!
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers are back within a score. Okay, game on. don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run again with Carson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They hand it off to Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Setting to throw, Flacco. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've